Hey friends, Pastor David here with this week's Midweek Minute. If you were with us over the weekend, either in person or in one of our online campuses, you know we talked about Sabbath. I gave you a definition of Sabbath that talks about stopping work, resting, practicing delight, and communicating, contemplating God. And that in the rhythms of life for you and for me, God has set this Sabbath in place, this every 7 days to take a break and to rest and to think about who God is. Our rhythms are different in the world that we live in today. Our rhythms are work, and every once in a while we throw vacation in there, which is still a lot of work. But the Sabbath rhythm, the sacred rhythm that God has given to us is work and Sabbath, and work and Sabbath, and work and Sabbath, because that's what God knows we need as people to live the life that is optimum, the life that God has intended for us to live. God has put these boundaries in place for us. And sometimes we push against the boundaries and say, how dare you put boundaries in our lives, God? But God's put them there because He loves us. And He knows that our lives are going to function the way He created them to if they're lived within the boundaries that He has put in place. And one of those boundaries is this need for rest every 7 days. And we talked about a story from a photo shop in New York City that talks about responding to a higher authority. And I challenged us this week to practice this thanks but in the various dimensions and places of our lives, that when we are tempted to compromise those moments of rest, when we are tempted to compromise it by helping somebody else, when we are tempted to spend a bunch of time looking at the news or social media, to just take a pause and say thanks, but I'm responding to a higher authority today. I hope that you'll think about that this week, that you will take time to find Sabbath. Moments when you can stop working, when you can enjoy rest, when you can practice delight, and when you can contemplate God, where you can say thanks, but I'm responding to a higher authority in this moment. When you think about it, that one 24-hour period of time allows the other 6 24-hour periods of time to be lived with energy and focus and purpose. This coming weekend is an important weekend in our life together. Alex is going to be preaching this coming weekend as Pastor Song and I will be just coming back from annual conference. Please pray for the work of our annual conference this week. And on Sunday, we'll be taking some time to consecrate and commission our Honduras mission team at our Route 8 campus for our Crossfire service. So there's a lot happening in our life together, and I'm excited about that. I hope you are too. Be with us this coming weekend, either in person or in one of our online campuses. Until then, remember, keep looking up, and I'll see you later.